When you think of ridiculous Japanese lures, what is the first thing that comes to mind? Is it fuzzy dice that we have here, which is absolutely taking over the bass fishing scene? It's won major tournaments, local tournaments, and guys are just flat out catching fish on it. What we once thought was ridiculous and stupid has actually become applicable, and basically everybody is fishing that bait right now, and there's tons of companies making them now. What about a giant carp bait thing that weighs 25 ounces? Yeah, this is ridiculous. I don't know why we needed this, but this is very cool in my opinion. If it's not one of those, well, I have a bait today that might fit the bill in the most ridiculous bait that I've ever fished. However, after fishing it, I found it to be actually really, really cool. And today we are taking a look at this guy right here. This is the Fish Arrow Winged Dash. So, as you guys can tell, it is in the shape and appeal of a dash hound, but it's a crawler. This thing is so ridiculous. When I first saw it in a tackle shop, I thought, man, that's so dumb, I want it. And so I ended up getting one of these things, and we went out this morning. Yes, we are going back in time to the past, and much younger Jeff from this morning, where I ended up fishing this bait. Let's cut over to young Jeff.
Sick. On the dog roller, baby. All right. On the old dash. Right there, boys. It actually works. Ridiculous crawler bait. Ate it right at my feet. Insane. Insane in the membrane. Dog crawler, baby. Nice healthy fat one. Juice. Wow, that water's absolutely boiling. That's crazy. So as ridiculous as this thing looks, I've got to say the swim on this thing is absolutely fantastic. I love this thing. It's got a really good sound to it. It's a good sized crawler. It casts really good, and so boom, got it done. So obviously there's so many strange lures that the Japanese bros will make. However, a lot of people will count them out just because they look so strange. But there's still a lot of practical use to these baits. Obviously, the idea of this bait, I mean, yeah, you could obviously fish it. It's a fishing lure. But there was an idea that, you know, you could just put this on your wall, or you could put it on your desk. It's just something to have, especially if you have a dash hound yourself. You'd absolutely love this thing. But come to find out, this is actually a pretty legit crawler. Now, it's a two-piece, which is cool. The wings are Deca Dodge by Raid Wings. So if you have a Deca Dodge, or if you have any of those spares, you could put them on this crawler. And overall, I just think that this thing is so cool. It's practical, but it's different. At the same time, like, it's crazy how they actually put in thought to making a good lure that has some fun aspect to it, which is of course in the shape, color of a dog. Crazy. another nice one. What a sick blow up, man. It's kind of messed up, but another one on the dog crawler, baby. So sick. All right, let's get this guy back. Oh yeah.
We were dicking around one time with like a little 4-foot long Barbie.
Yeah.
You know,
The classic.
I shit you not, with hot dogs. Okay. We caught like, I don't know, it was probably this big, like a little bass.
That's a good one.
I'm like, I didn't know. I'm like, how's that possible? Like, what?
Ridiculous, right?
What? It was over in the corner over there.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a little deeper over there. I'm like, go figure.
Must have been a good fight on that Barbie rod.
Oh my god, I was like, it's gonna snap.
Yeah. Crazy.
I'm like, it's gonna snap.
Those rods are a lot better than you think.
Yeah, I know. Have a good one, man.
Have a good one, man. Oh my god.
You remember the old jitterbugs?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a supersized version of that.
Basically, yeah.
With a torpedo? What the hell?
Yeah, crazy, right?
When did this shit come out? Or did you make this?
No, this is like some Japanese thing.
I was gonna say it's gotta be.
Yeah, so, those Japanese dudes come up with some crazy stuff.
So yeah, this morning I was actually able to catch 2 fish on this bait. Now, after fishing this bait and giving it a fair chance, I've come to realize that this is probably my favorite crawler of all time. Not just because of the cool design, but the practicality of the bait. The bait actually works very well. It casts great. It's got a great sound to it. And overall, I am a huge fan of the Wing Dash. So let's break down the bait. This bait is made by a company called Fish Arrow. A lot of guys probably don't even know what Fish Arrow is. It's not a very popular company, but they make a lot of cool baits. This just happens to be one of them right here. Now, this bait came out, I believe, 5 years ago as a kind of 20th anniversary lure that Fish Arrow wanted to make, and Fish Arrow made it really to not necessarily be fished, but it could just be a piece that you put on your desk or on your wall, just kind of look at and think like, okay, that's kind of cool and quirky and fun. Like, but what they ended up making is an amazing crawler. So like I said before, this bait is made out of wood, which I really like wood baits. I think they have a very natural sound to them. So the knocking, the side-to-side knock that you can get out of this bait, it's very natural. It's got a nice hard thump to it. And so overall, I really like wood. And so this being wood, I absolutely love it even more. Then some of the features that come on the bait is these actual leather ears. The ears are actually made out of a leather material, which is ridiculous, as well as the collar here as well. So it's actually really well made. It's really thought out, especially as kind of like a mantelpiece that you put on your desk. It really fits the bill, and it's just amazing details in the bait. Obviously, you've got the paint job that looks fantastic on it too. It's held up super nice so far. Then, as you can notice, it's a 2-piece. So it has this back section back here that gives it the nice knocking sound, but it also comes with a little swisher, a little blade propeller in the back that also gives it some added kind of sound vibrations in the water. And overall, this bait has a very good and very unique sound to it in the water, which I think helps really make it a practical lure to actually fish real time and not just put it on a mantle or on your desk or on your wall. It could actually be fished, and I know of guys that have fished this bait and have caught some actual giant bass on it as well. So yes, it looks ridiculous, and it is ridiculous, but it works and it catches fish. And the way they eat it, they absolutely smash the bait. Now, if you're not familiar with crawlers, this is basically what a crawler is. It's normally a 1 or 2 piece hard-bodied swim bait that you just end up putting wings on the side. It must be a floater, and basically on the surface it goes side to side, and it's got a very unique clacking kind of like a buzzbeat squeak kind of to it, but it gives it this full-on body. You can stop it. Now this thing, unfortunately, for some reason, only really works on just one retrieve. It's kind of like a medium retrieve. You can't really burn it and get the same sound, and you can't really fish it super slow unless all you want is that swisher kind of in the background going. However, that medium retrieve, it looks good, it sounds great. The worst part about it, though it is a dog crawler, you can't really walk the dog with the bait. It's very, very hard. I can't get it. Maybe some professional out there can get it, but I couldn't really figure out a way to get it to walk the dog at a consistent level, which is weird because it's a dog crawler. You think you'd be able to walk the dog, hence the shape and the color and everything else on it, but it is what it is, a medium retrieve, and you're absolutely good to go on this bait. This bait was a one-time thing. You really can't find them here in the States. Maybe some tackle shops may have them. The best place to find these is either on eBay, or if you get a chance to go to Japan. Some of the tackle shops will have these, whether they are used or brand new. This one, I think I paid maybe $50 for in Japan. And so they're not very easy to come by. It was a one and done thing that was done 5 years ago as a 20th anniversary. So if you have the chance to pick one of these things up, I highly recommend it. These things are very cool. If you're gonna fish it, you're gonna love fishing it. If you're just gonna hang it up and have it, and if you have a dash hound, I can't see you not getting one of these things for just hanging up on the wall. But the detail is amazing. The action on it's great. The durability has been great on it. It is a crawler, so you are gonna have to replace the wings after a few fish, or if you're banging it into rocks or docks or anything like that. And that's kind of the downfall with crawlers, is the maintenance on it is pretty high, and I think that's why a lot of people don't fish crawlers. But if you're down to kind of maintain them and kind of keep them in check, they're definitely worth having. Okay, so the setup that I was fishing today, as of recently, has been just this rod right here. This is the Lowdown Customs standard issue. This is the 7'9". This is the medium heavy action rod. And it's basically rated 1 to 4 ounces. That bait sits around 2 ounces. So this rod throws it really, really well. But basically, you're just looking for a rod that's parabolic, that kind of has a deep bend. So when those fish violently smoke that top water, then you have a rod that can load up and you're not pulling hooks out of the fish. The reel today was a Bantam A. This is the 2022 version. XG, the high gear ratio version, which I generally really, really like. This reel has been an absolute staple for me. It's perfect for that 1 to 2 ounce baits. Love it. I've got an upgraded Varial handle with fat knobs on there. It's a size 100. And then 16-pound fluorocarbon. Obviously, when it comes down to these baits, you can fish them on like a co-poly, a mono, or a braid. It's just when you're fishing a straight retrieve bait like I am, and I'm not really twitching it, I'm not really stopping it, and this thing is a pretty high float, I can get away with fishing that fluorocarbon and not kind of sink the line down, as well as affecting the action of the bait. So 16-pound fluorocarbon was fine for me today, and that's the setup that I was using. Then the overall thoughts on the dog crawler. Generally, I would rate this thing so far a 9 out of 10. This thing has taken my expectations and have absolutely smashed them. I don't throw topwater a lot. I used to a long time ago, but I find that I just don't throw topwater as much. So getting those couple of bites this morning honestly made my heart race just as much as getting them on like a glide bait and watching them eat. It's just vicious. It's basically just nothing, and then just a massive explosion of a bass trying to take down your crawler bait. And I find that to be really, really fun. I haven't fished like this in a very long time, so it was really good to get back and doing it this way. And I probably will try and fish other wacky, ridiculous baits that I find in Japan more often, just to get the thrill of the bite. So if you guys have any other questions about this bait, or if you guys have a kooky bait that you think I should try, leave a comment down below. And other than that, thank you guys ever so much for watching. We will see you guys on the next episode. Johnny.